Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Knicks Cave. I'm Jan, the Knicks fan, your host, and let's get right into it. I hope everybody enjoyed their holiday, so let me say it one more time, Merry Christmas, and soon to be Happy New Year. But we ain't there yet. But before we get into this video, yes sir, I want y'all to do me a small favor. I want y'all to hit that like button. It help my video go a long way. Other people get to see it, and it help my channel expand. So do me a favor, hit the like button for the man. Well, anyway, the Knicks did it, yes sir. The Knicks gave us fans a we deserved it, and the Knicks needed that victory on Christmas. You know, and we all know how Christmas has played out for the New York Knicks in the recent years. So, like I said, the Knicks gave us a nice Christmas present. We got to open it up on 3 o'clock Christmas afternoon, and what can I say? Yes sir, let's go Knicks. That's how I feel. I mean, it was a good game. It was a good game. I'm not gonna lie. The Knicks came out in that game. We started that game actually on a 19-6 run. Honestly, a 19-3 run before hit that 3-pointer and made it, stop the bleeding. But the Knicks came out. I mean, I thought we was gonna blow them out. The score it was a 101-87. I mean, that's a good score. But the way the Knicks look, I thought it was gonna be a 30-point lead at one point. But the highest lead we got to around 18 points. You know what I'm saying? Got knocked down to 16, jumping around. I mean, the Hawks they wouldn't go away, but every time they try to get close, the Knicks pulled away, and that's what I liked about this game. But the most important thing about this game, let me go to the stats real quick. Just go to the stats real quick. The most important thing about this game was that the Knicks played as a team. It was ball movement. You know what I'm saying? Julius Randle had a good game. I mean, I wish Julius Randle could continue on the way he's playing, and I'm gonna get into that a little later. So I just wanted to say that first. That let's get into the stats real quick. Like I said, the Knicks. Alright, the thing about this game, I mean, like I said, the Knicks played a real good game. I mean, a real good game. I thought we was gonna blow them out. We didn't. We ended the game shooting 45% from the field. The Hawks, that was 38%. But the reason I just brought that up first, because at halftime the Knicks was actually shooting 56%, and we held the Hawks down to 20. No, actually, matter of fact, excuse me, down to 39%, 32% shooting. They upped that by the end of the game, and this is why I thought about we should have blown them out. But we had quite a few turnovers. Let me hit that real quick. Yeah, we had 10 turnovers, which kind of cost us some points, and but in all, we had a good game. The Knicks, let me just drop the stats of the game, then I can really talk about the 3 players that I really want to talk about. When it came to field goal percentage, like I said, the Knicks shot 45% from the field for the game. I said 56% for the halftime. That from downtown, we almost got to that franchise record, which we just actually broke a couple of games early into the season. We shot 53s. We made 20 on 40% shooting. When it came to free throws, the Knicks was 5 from 12. We barely got to the free throw line, which is kind of strange because we at home. We only got to the free throw line 12 times, and we only made 5 free throws, which is kind of funny, you know what I'm saying? But the Knicks was basically making a lot of shots. So, like I said, we had 10 turnovers, and we had 28 assists. 28. The last game, we had 17 assists, and y'all heard me get on them because had 30 assists, and they beat us. Now the Knicks really moved the ball. I'm not even gonna lie. Julius Randle came out. He played an all-around game. He did what I like him to do. What I want him to do throughout the rest of the season. I mean, if he could play like that, you know what I'm saying? I know he's gonna have an off game or whatever, but if he keep the ball moving and, you know what I'm saying, not letting it stick, which he did do. But you know what I'm saying? We'll have a better outcome in the win column. I'll be honest with you. The Atlanta Hawks shot 38% from the field, 34% from downtown, 57% from the free throw line. They went 8 and 14 from the free throw line. So I mean, the refs was kind of stingy with the calls. They had 12 turnovers, 23 assists. They had 46 rebounds, 8 coming on the offensive end. They had 5 blocks, 8 steals, 12 personal fouls, and no tech. Let me go back to the Knicks. I didn't really run their whole stats down. I'm going to start from the beginning for y'all again. Knicks shot 45% from the field, 40% from downtown, 42% from the free throw line, going 5 for 12. That's where I stopped at. We had 10 turnovers, 28 assists. We had 50 rebounds, nine coming on the offensive end. So I mean, like, we basically only missed 9 shots. Not really, but that's what rebounds we got. I wish we would only miss 9 shots. We had 6 blocks and 6 steals, 13 personal fouls, and no tech. I mean, this was a game that, this was a good, I mean, for the Knicks, it was an all-around game. I mean, we had, how many people were scoring double digits? It wasn't that many. We had 4 players to score, actually 5 players scoring double digits. Obi Toppin came out at one point. Obi Toppin, he had scored 9 straight points for the Knicks, actually when we needed it too, because Atlanta was making a run. But this is not about Obi Toppin. I'm going to just drop the score down for each player of the New York Knicks that played their points. And then I'm going to get to, like I said, the 3 players that I want to talk about the most. Kemba Walker, he had 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 assists. He had a triple-double. And I'm going to get to that in a little later. Julius Randle, 25 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. He shot 9 for 15 from the field, 6 from 9 from downtown. I mean, he had a very efficient game. Evan Fournier, he had 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. I'm not even going to go with everybody's score. I just want to get to Quentin Grimes real quick because I'm going to talk about him, Kemba Walker, and Julius Randle. And Quentin Grimes had 15 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. He shot 5 for 14 from the field, 5 for 12 from downtown. Basically, all his shots was, I ain't gonna say all his shots was 3-pointers, but he missed two shots from the free, 2 jumpers. Gibson had a good game. He had a 3 in this game too, 1 for 1 from downtown. Burks had 5 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. He went 2 for 4 from the field. Now, my last video I was talking about Alec Burks is not a starter, and he's not. You know what I'm saying? But he's a good backup player, and I think he should average at least 10 shots per game because he gets carried away. But he should at least average 10 to 12 shots per game. And I think, you know what I'm saying, we only need about 8, 9 to 10 points from Burks if our backup point guard is doing everything they're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? That's all we really need. And speaking of the backup, like, Quentin Grimes is back. Obi Toppin, RJ Barrett, quickly cleared protocol, but he wasn't eligible to play, him or Knox, because they was working on their conditioning. We'll soon have McBride back. And the reason I'm bringing this up because Coach Tibbs going to have some choices. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have some real choices because, like I said, Grimes, let me go back to over there. Get to Grimes. Let's go back over. I want to check out the stats for Grimes real quick. I'm sorry about that. Where? Alright. Excuse me, a little. I done got a little quiet. That was a little awkward moment for in there. But yeah, I ain't gonna lie, this was a very good win for the New York Knicks. I mean, the Hawks was in 12th place. They was 14-17. We have now 14-18. The Knicks are now 15-18. But the funny thing about this, the way the East is set up, like the Hawks was in number 6. They were in 6th place before they played the Knicks, and with that loss, they dropped all the way to 11th. So if the Knicks can string along good 4 to 5 wins in a row, and a couple of teams was to lose, we'll bounce right back up into that 5th or maybe 6th place our damn self. If not 7 or 8, but put it like this: we will be in playoff contingency if we was to win at least 3 games straight after this game right here. We will just jump right back. So my other videos look like a little doom and gloom, but I'm not that worried just yet. We're approaching midway through the season. When we pass that trade deadline, matter of fact, the All-Star break, and we're not playing, and we're not positioned where I want to be, then I'll start worrying, to be honest with you. But let's get down to Kemba Walker. I done hit you with the stats of the game and everything, so I'll point over here, stats of the game and everything. So let's just talk about the what's coming. Actually, I didn't even tell you who was starting. Randle started, Barrett started, Fournier, Walker, and Robinson. For the Hawks, it was Clint Capella, Reddish, Collins, Bogdanovich, and Wright. Players that was out for the Hawks was Trey Young, Lou Williams, Danilo Gallinari, Kevin Huerter, and a few other players. But for the Knicks, Emmanuel Quickley, Kevin Knox, Miles McBride, and Nerlens Noel, they was all out. Basically, all these players on protocol from COVID. The Hawks had other few players out due to legit injuries, but I didn't really just want to talk about them. Plus, they're players that don't get that much run. So I just wanted to focus on the players that people would say, oh, the Knicks got the win because this player wasn't playing on such and such. So I just wanted to, get their names out there. Like I said, coming into this game, the Hawks was actually ranked 6th in the East. With the loss to the New York Knicks, it dropped them down to 11. And this is what I meant about the East being so jam-packed. If the Knicks was to win 3 or 4 games, we can basically shoot up to the 5th or 6th place. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, that's if other teams was to lose. But let's, let's just jump right down to Kemba Walker and everything. Matter of fact, before I even go on there, like, after that game, everybody talking about we have a relatively easy schedule. Our next 11 games. I know it's a long way to look ahead. 11 games, that's far down the line. But we got coming up Tuesday night. It's going to be Minnesota Timberwolves. Then we got Detroit Pistons, Oklahoma Thunder, Toronto Raptors, Indiana Pacers. We got Boston Celtics again, San Antonio Spurs, Dallas Mavericks. And once again, we're going to bounce back to the Hawks. Then we go back to Minnesota, and then we finish it off with the New Orleans Pelicans. Now, a couple of teams are under 500, and a couple of teams that we can beat, but a couple of teams can beat us too, and because they have beaten us already. So I don't know what they mean by relatively easy. Well, if the Knicks work and play the way they played against Atlanta Hawks, we should come out. That's 11 games I just made. Hopefully, we can get at least 6 to 7 wins out of that span. If we would jump right back into playoff contention. That's just my feeling, because the other teams would probably go on winning streaks. Who knows? But if we was to win 7 games out of that 11 streak, I'm pretty sure we would be back in the playoffs. I'm pretty sure. Now let's get to the man of the hour, Kemba Walker. Yes, sir. Kemba has been on an impressive run since being benched. Yes, sir. In the last 4 games, he has been, you see it right here, he has been on fire. In the game against Atlanta Hawks, he hit his first triple-double since April 3rd, 2014. Matter of fact, that was the first New York Knicks to ever have a triple-double on Christmas Day. I mean, I don't know why Kemba Walker was benched. I said in my other videos, it was a scapegoat. They're going to put the blame on somebody, and Kemba Walker, he fit the bill because he was short and he wasn't small. I'm 5'6", so he wasn't playing good. But we all know Kemba Walker is not that good of a defensive player, so that was easy for the coaches, put the blame on him when the blame really was on Randle. But like I said, I'm gonna get into Julius Randle after Kemba Walker because he had a good game, and I do get on him, but I do have to give the man's props when he played well. Alright, like I said, I don't know what, like, when he was benched, and if you look at the way Kemba Walker's style of basketball, he kind of do all the little things. It don't really show up on the stats sometimes, but he do all the little things. This is why he was able to get this triple-double. In the Atlanta game, he did just about every little thing. He had a little assist. He did some rebounding. He scored. So, like I said, you know what I'm saying? And Thibodeau, you have to question Thibodeau. Some of y'all gonna say, oh, this was Tibbs' plan, get a little fire built under the man, you know what I'm saying, make him want to play. Nah, he literally thought Kemba Walker was a problem. He took Kemba Walker out because there was reports that he didn't even speak to Kemba. He didn't even tell Kemba he was out of the rotation. Probably was an assistant coach. But in that time frame, 10 games, 9 games that Kemba didn't play, he didn't talk to Kemba Walker at all. And Kemba Walker came to work being a professional. I have to give applause to that man. Kemba Walker came to work every day, sat on that bench, ain't beef, ain't going to the locker room and try to get the other players to rebel. He just came, sat on the bench, practice, and like I said, wait until your number's called. And when his number was called, you see what he's doing. He's performing. So I don't know, but one thing I can tell you is that with Kemba Walker back in the lineup, our starters have been playing much better. We got RJ Barrett back, so I don't know. Maybe this game could be a start from our original starter. This is how we started the season with them 5 on the floor. Where Mitchell Robinson was hurt, so we had New Orleans Noel in there. But I think when Mitchell Robinson is getting busy too. He's starting to really learn how to control that weight and play in the paint. And I like the way he snatch and rebounds and then go right back up. You know what I'm saying? But either way, the starting 5 is starting to click, and we will see. I mean, and I just rattled off 11 games, and we're gonna see how the starting 5 play with that 11 games. But Tibbs is gonna have to make some changes. And that's what to the backups, because when we get McBride back, quickly back, we got Grimes back, Toppin back. We're gonna have to figure out who we're gonna sit down. We're gonna sit down we know we're going to keep quickly. If it's going to be McBride, if it's going to be Grimes, I don't think it's going to be Grimes, because Grimes is on the floor with the starters and late in the fourth quarter. Or is it going to be my man Burks? Now, I'm going to be honest with you, I would rather have Burks sit down right now. I'm being honest with you. We know what Burks can do, and one of the players get hurt, he'll be there if we make the playoffs. That's just how I'm looking at it. All right, let's get back to Julius Randle right now. Julius Randle, he had 25 points in this game. Like I said, I read up his stats. And in the last few games, I have been getting on Julius Randle, but I have to give the man his props. You know what I'm saying? Give him a little cheering. I have to give Julius Randle his props this game, because he came out and he did what I wanted him to do. I don't want Julius Randle to be LeBron James. I don't want Julius Randle to be Stephon Curry. I want Julius Randle to be Julius Randle. And that's what Julius Randle seemed to forget, who he is and his style of basketball and how he played. He's just trying to do too much. I guess he said, I'm a star now. I got $117 million. I got to play like it. No, dude. We paid you that amount of money because you was bringing the team together. That's all we need you to do. Go out there and produce, but be a team player first. A team player first. All right, let's get to Quentin Grimes, because, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to make this a long video. Like I said, I want to wish y'all a Merry Christmas. And I know New Year's is coming up, so I'm going to say it right now. And I'm going to say it again throughout the week. But Happy New Year. And I'm looking forward to New Year. Like I said, this is going to be my first year on the channel, so I'm hoping that next year I'll do a little better. I'm hoping I get a little more supporters. I hope I get some more support. I meant to say some more subscribers, so you know what I meant. But let's get down to my man Quentin Grimes real quick. Quentin Grimes, what can I say? The Knicks got to steal, a good player in this draft. You know what I'm saying? The first video I ever did about Quentin Grimes, I'm not going to lie, I called this dude the next Klay Thompson. And I got a few comments and people was like, Klay Thompson, you crazy? I'm like, yeah, I think this kid could be the next Klay Thompson. If you look at his game, even right now, he don't really drive to the rim. That's Klay Thompson. He don't really drive. But when he do drive, he can. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he only have one basic. He's a one-dimensional player, and that's just to hit the jump, hit the three from the side or the baseline or the top of the key. He can put the ball on the floor and drive to the rim, and that's like Klay Thompson. And Klay Thompson is sneaky with it too. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm talking about. You see Klay Thompson every now and then he'll give him that head fake, go even get a dunk or a nice little layup, and that's why I see Quentin Grimes. I see Quentin Grimes as I'm gonna say it again, as Klay Thompson. He can be our Klay Thompson. It's the way he shoot the ball. Like, okay, he missed a couple of threes, right? But if you feed this dude 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, like, I don't say that only come down and give him, but if you look for this dude, if he got 5 threes, he's gonna make 3 of them out of 5. And that's Klay Thompson. Some of y'all might say 4 for Klay Thompson. That's because Klay Thompson been in the league longer. Klay Thompson been working on his craft a little longer. But when this kid get 5 or 6 years into the league, we're gonna be looking at him as the next Klay Thompson. The only thing I hope is that the New York Knicks keep this dude, because you know the track record with the New York Knicks and what they do with their rookies. But we have a new management, Leon Rose. And the thing about Leon Rose, he was an agent before he became a manager or GM or whatever you want to say. And he know talent, you know what I'm saying? So I hope, and he was a New Yorker, so he knows the trouble that New York been through and what New York went through giving up their young players. So I'm hoping that he keep these 3 dudes. I didn't mention Jericho Sims or McBride that much, but we have a nice young core. And if we can stay with this young core, we could be a team like Golden State. If you go on YouTube and watch Iman Shumpert, he's doing a video, an interview, I forgot the dude's name, and he was talking about how Phil Jackson messed up the team when he traded away Novak and brung in Bargnani. He did, because the Knicks did fall to Indiana that year, but they had chemistry. And when Phil Jackson went and made all them moves, and he didn't have to. He just fucked the team up. Send JR and Shumpert to Cleveland. We need management that's going to stick with the players and say, you know what, we're going to rock with this for 2 years and see what it turned out to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, look what the Knicks in the 80s. A lot of times we could have came up. We probably only brung in 1 player, 2 players, but we had a great team because we basically always brung the same nucleus back in. Every other year we had the same nucleus. We just added a few players, but we had the same players playing together. That's called unity. You know what I'm saying? If the Knicks don't do that, we're gonna stay in this bullshit dungeon for the next 20 years. You know what I'm saying? I want a championship before I die, goddammit. Well, anyway, with that being said, I want everybody out there to stay safe, stay healthy, God bless, and peace.